Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and wait, honestly, I've been overthinking this whole thing since I saw the spoilers for Thursday, March 5. And my brain is just kind of leaking. Is that the word? It's leaking everywhere because the sheer amount of chaos happening in Port Charles right now is actually making me dizzy. Or maybe I just need more coffee. Probably the coffee. But seriously, let's talk about Wyndemere for a second, because actually, no wait, let me back up. Before I even get to Wyndemere, I need to address the elephant in the room, or rather the Cassadine in the attic. Okay, so Valentin and Charlotte. They are currently hiding out in Carly's attic, right? Which, first of all, can we just appreciate the absurdity of that sentence? Valentin Cassadine is hiding in Carly Spencer's attic. If you had told me this 5 years ago, or even like 2 years ago, I would have laughed in your face. But here we are. And the thing that's really bugging me, like genuinely keeping me up at night, is Charlotte's reaction to all of this. The spoilers say she's getting cabin fever and being impatient. And I'm sitting here like, obviously she's a teenager. Or wait, how old is she now? I feel like she was 10 yesterday, but now she's... What? 14, 15 soap opera aging is so weird. Anyway, she's impatient. She wants to run. And honestly, I kinda get it. If my dad was an international super spy or whatever, Valentin classifies himself as these days. Mercenary, rom-com, lead, I lose track. I'd probably want to be on the run too. It sounds glamorous in a very dangerous, we might die kind of way. But then Valentin, and this is the part that makes me scratch my head, he's all like, patience, Charlotte, I'm working on a plan. A plan. Valentin always has a plan. But does he? Because half the time his plans seem to involve staring intensely at people and hoping they get intimidated. Okay, that's not fair. He's smart. He's definitely smart. But he's telling her he's working on a way so they don't have to run. He wants to take down Jack Brennan, and he's working with Carly to do it. Okay, pause. Let's just sit with that for a second. Valentin and Carly. Working together to take down a WSB guy. I think Brennan is WSB. Or pikeman, or... Wait, are they the same thing now? I'm confused. The point is, the dynamic here is fascinating because Carly is usually the one yelling at Valentin not harboring him. And Charlotte being there just adds this layer of, I don't know, domestic tension. Like, is she going to start reorganizing Carly's old boxes of photos? Is she going to find some deep dark secret in the attic? Actually, knowing this show, she probably will. There's always a secret box in the attic. Always. But wait, speaking of secrets, Carly. Oh my god, Carly. So she was snooping at Wyndemere on Tuesday, right? March 3? I remember this distinctly because I was yelling at the TV like Carly put the picture down. She found the wall safe. Of course she found the wall safe. Why is there always a wall safe behind a painting? It's such a cliche, but I love it. It's classic soap. Anyway, Jen Sidwell, who by the way is terrifying in a very suave way, walks out and then someone walks back in. Or wait, did he leave and come back? The spoilers say as someone has come back into the room. I assume it's Sidwell? It has to be Sidwell. Who else would it be? Pascal? Is Pascal still around? I feel like I haven't seen him in a week. Maybe I missed an episode. So Carly has to cover. And her cover story is... a dinner party. It's going to be unforgettable. She says, I mean, yeah, it probably will be Carly, but not for the reasons you think. Or maybe exactly for the reasons she thinks. She's trying to play him. She's trying to be all smiles and excitement. But here's the thing that drives me crazy about Carly's schemes. She always thinks she's smoother than she is. Like, does Sidwell actually buy this? He's supposed to be this mastermind villain, right? If he buys that Carly Spencer, who is just looking extremely guilty near his wall safe, is suddenly just thrilled to host a dinner party, then he's not a very good villain. Or maybe he knows she's lying and he's playing along. Oh, that would be good. I hope that's what it is. A cat and mouse game where both cats think they're the mouse. Wait, that metaphor doesn't work. Both cats think the other one is the mouse. You know what I mean? And then, okay, this is actually hilarious. Ava Jerome. Poor Ava. She's at Wyndemere too, and she sees Sidwell, and he asks her, care to join us, referring to the plotting of this dinner party. And Ava, being Ava, immediately jumps to the conclusion that it's some mob hit or nefarious scheme. I'm not in that line of work anymore, she says. I love that. I love that her default assumption is, oh, you guys are planning a murder. Sorry, I'm retired. It says so much about her character history. But also it's just funny because for once it's literally just a dinner party. Well, a dinner party that is a cover for snooping and taking down a villain, so I guess it is nefarious, so maybe Ava isn't wrong. Wait, now I'm confusing myself. Is Ava right or wrong? Technically she's wrong about the specific activity. They aren't planning a hit right this second. But she's right about the vibe. The vibe is definitely criminal. So partial credit to Ava, I don't know. I feel like Ava is always the smartest person in the room who somehow ends up in the worst situations. It's her curse. Okay, let's pivot to the hospital because my brain needs a break from Wyndemere. Jocelyn Jax. She is suspicious. When is she not suspicious? I feel like her default facial expression lately is just narrowed eyes. She's talking to Marco Rios. Now Marco. I have thoughts about Marco. I'm still not 100% sure what his deal is. I mean, I know he's involved with Lucas, but the spoilers say Joss asks him, when did this happen regarding him and Lucas getting a place together? Here's what bugs me. Why is Jocelyn the last to know? Or wait, is she the last to know? Maybe Lucas didn't tell anyone? If Lucas didn't tell his niece, wait, are they close? I feel like they should be closer than they are, that he's moving in with a guy. That's a red flag, right? Or maybe it's just fast. Marco says they're getting a place. That implies a serious relationship. But haven't they only been seeing each other for like a month, 2 months? My timeline is messy. I think it's been since late 2025, so maybe it's not that fast. But Jocelyn thinks it's weird, and she should, because Marco is shady. The spoilers mention he's ensuring Britt completes the prototype for Faison's project. Faison. César Faison. Every time I hear that name, I get chills. And not the good kind. The, oh no, not this guy again, kind. Even when he's dead, he's annoying. So Marco is basically a handler A-minder. He's watching Britt, which makes his relationship with Lucas... What? A cover! Oh god, poor Lucas. If Lucas is being used again, I can't handle it. The guy has the worst luck with men. Remember Brad? Of course you remember Brad. I miss Brad. Actually, no, I don't. Well, maybe a little... He was fun. But Marco, if he's using Lucas to get to Britt, who is Lucas's sister... Wait, are they siblings? Yes, they share. Wait, no. Britt is Faison and Obrecht. Lucas is Julian and Cheryl. No, wait. Lucas is Bobby's adopted son. His bio parents are Julian Jerome and Cheryl Stansbury. So Britt and Lucas are not related by blood, but they are connected through, I need a chart. They're definitely connected emotionally, though. They're friends. Or frenemies. No, they're close now. They were in the operating room together. Speaking of the operating room, Britt, this storyline is stressing me out. Delilah, the patient, placental abruption, that is serious stuff. I watched a medical drama once, not GH, the other one. You know, the one. And that's like life or death in minutes. And Britt says she has to operate now. It's high stakes. But here's what I'm wondering, is this going to be the thing that breaks Britt? She's already fragile. She's dealing with the Faison legacy, the pressure from Marco, even if she doesn't fully know the extent of it yet, or maybe she does. And now this traumatic surgery. If Delilah dies. Or if the baby dies. Britt is going to spiral, and a spiraling Britt is dangerous. But wait, I got sidetracked. Back to Jocelyn. She asks Marco, when did this happen? She's sniffing around. Jocelyn is basically a mini Carly, which is both a compliment and an insult depending on the day. She's got that gut instinct. If she thinks Marco is lying about why he's at the hospital, he says he's hanging around for Lucas, but he's really watching Britt. She's going to keep digging, and if she digs, she might find out about the prototype. And if she finds out about the prototype, does she tell Carly? Does she tell Jason? Is Jason even around right now? I think he's dealing with other stuff. Actually, let's talk about Curtis and Jordan for a minute, because this is the other thing that's making my brain itch. Curtis is at Jordan's place. He wants clarification Are you asking me to move in? Okay, Curtis. Buddy. She literally suggested you move in. How much clearer do you need it to be? But I get it. He's cautious. He just signed the house over to Portia, which, by the way, ouch. That finality must hurt. He's trying to figure out where he belongs. But the real kicker, the thing that makes me want to scream at the screen, is the pregnancy test. Jordan is holding a pregnancy test. Or she has it nearby, and she's hiding it. So she asks him to move in, but she's keeping this massive secret. And the timing. Oh my god, the timing. Portia is pregnant with Curtis's baby. I'm pretty sure it's Curtis's, right? Or was there a question about that? No, I think it's his. And now, Jordan might be pregnant with his baby too. 2 babies. With 2 different women at the same time. That is peak soap opera. That is messy with a capital M. And Curtis, bless his heart, is just standing there like so roomies. He has no idea he is walking into a minefield. A diaper-filled minefield. And Jordan, why is she asking him to move in now? Is it because she suspects she's pregnant and wants him close? Or is she panicking usually? When people panic on this show, they push people away. But she's pulling him in. That's interesting. Maybe she wants to lock him down before Portia's baby arrives. No, Jordan isn't that manipulative. Is she? I mean, she did some shady stuff back in the day with the DEA, but she's generally one of the good ones. But love makes people crazy on this show. And let's circle back to the Wyndemere dinner party because I can't stop thinking about Carly's unforgettable line. It sounds so ominous. Is she planning to poison Sidwell? No, that's not Carly's style. She's more of a confront you in public kind of girl. But she's working with Valentin. Valentin is a poison kind of guy. Remember the Cassadines and their poisons, it's their love language. So maybe the dinner party is a trap, but Sidwell is the one who asked for it initially. So maybe it's a counter trap? I'm trying to visualize the dinner. Carly, Sidwell, maybe Ava, since Sidwell invited her or implied she should join? Who else? The families. Does that mean Bobby's kids? No, Bobby's gone rip. Does it mean Michael and Joss? Oh god, please don't bring Michael into this. He's got enough problems with Willow. Wait, Willow is... Well, that's a whole nother tangent I won't go down. But if Carly brings her family, she's putting them in danger. So she must have a plan to keep them safe. Or maybe she's just bringing Lucas, since Sidwell mentioned Lucas's Aunt Ava.